As our elected councillors, they walk in the room, we are about to begin today's function. Could you kindly stand for the playing of the national anthem, please? Thank you very much. You may be seated. At this time, I'm going to be calling upon the CEO of the St. James Municipal Corporation, Ms. Nadia Croskill, as she will do the notice convening the meeting. Ms. Croskill.
Notice is hereby given that the statutory meeting of the Municipal Corporation of St. James is being held in the Town Hall of the Montego Bay Cultural Center today, March 7th, 2024, in accordance with Section 61 of the Local Governance Act, for the purpose of making the required declaration of councillors, electing the chairman of the Municipal Corporation and Mayor of Montego Bay, electing the Deputy Mayor of Montego Bay. Thank you.
Notice have been given. At this time, I would like to invite to the podium Reverend Peter Burnett, as we invite the presence of Almighty God in our midst. Reverend Peter Burnett.
Thank you very much. I want to greet the Bishop, Honorable Conrad Pitkin, and all the members of Parliament present and the elected councillors and everyone present. I want to read something to you as I go into prayer, I know you're very familiar with it. It says, before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body in the service of my fellow citizens. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race. That's the national pledge. It recognizes and reveres and respects a mighty God. It seeks guidance and direction while beseeching brotherly love for a loving and sometimes misguided nation. As I pray today, my question is this: who made this our national pledge? Was it brought together at a Church of God convention, or was it made in Parliament? It was politicians in the Hall of Parliament who voted in 1961 to make a pledge that honors God. You cannot but legislate morality, for morality is true justice. You cannot have justice without morality, and you cannot have morality without righteousness. We cannot have righteousness without God. Proverbs 3 says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not on thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. Would you stand with me? Let's pray as we begin, and as these men and women begin this new journey as leaders in our city. Father, we thank you for today. Thank you that you led us from the very beginning of the foundation of our nation. There were men and women and people who were willing to put up their hands in a parliamentary session, in the areas of their work, to honor you, Almighty God, and to dedicate this nation unto you. May this group of councillors and these gathered here once again lift up such a flag, lift their hands with such a commitment, bow their knees in humility before you, open their hearts for the guidance of your Holy Spirit, and may you bless their work. May you bless the mayor and the deputy mayor and all the councillors and the entire municipal corporation here in our parish. These things we ask in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Reverend Peter Burnett, and to our CEO, Ms. Nadia Crossgill, for doing the notice convening the meeting. At this time, I need to tender apologies for persons who were supposed to be here but are absent. I would like to tender apology for our Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Security, Honorable Dr. Horace Strong, who has parliamentary duties today. Also, Honorable Edmund Bartlett, Minister of Tourism, who is traveling, and also Honorable Omar Davis, Minister of State in the Office of the Prime Minister, is also on national duties. So apology is hereby tendered for them. At this time, I would love to do my address. My name is Garvin Atkinson. I am the principal returning officer for the parish of St. James. But most persons who know me in education. I am the proud principal of Chetwood Memorial Primary School, right here in the heart of Montego Bay. Today, I stand here to congratulate all the elected councillors. Audience, could you put your hands together for them, please? CEO, Ms. Crosskill, Custos Rotolorum of St. James, Bishop Honorable Pitkin, Minister of Legal Affairs, Legal and Constitutional Affairs, Honorable Marlene Mallow Fort, Senior Superintendent of Police for the Parish of St. James, Vernon Ellis. I've not seen Mr. Eli Clark, is he in the audience? Member of Parliament. Special invited guests, media, staff of the Parish Council, and of course, our VIPs, newly elected councillors. Good afternoon to you one and all. Good afternoon to you one and all. It's a good afternoon. Yes. First, I would like to use this medium to extend my congratulations to all of you. Congratulations. Now this afternoon, I won't be speaking to you too long. I will just give you a charge. Mandate. You have been given a mandate by the people of your various divisions in the parish of St. James, and that mandate is to serve. And you are the chief servant of the people. And while you might not able to fulfill all that the people need, you are called to serve. And service means listening to your constituents and speaking with them. So you are all chief servants in your different divisions that you were elected for. The people would have seen it fit to place faith in you, and to whom much is given, much is expected. And as you are given that mandate, as you serve in the municipal corporation, we know you have your different political views and preferences, but you are called to unite as you serve the parish of St. James and the city of Montego Bay for the good of its citizenry. It is important that while you may have dissenting views, that you come together to serve the people of this parish, by extension, Jamaica at large. And so, councillors-elect, this afternoon, I wish you well for the time that you're elected, and that you will recognize that your election is a duty to the people and also a duty to God Almighty. Serve well, do your best, and if when the time comes you should be up for re-election, then once you have done your best, the people will do the rest. I congratulate you. Happy hunting and all the best. At this time, we are going to be having the swearing ceremony for the councillors elect. We're going to do it alphabetically, starting with your Christian name first. Normally, in law, you use your surname first, but in this case, we are using the Christian name. Like I have two Anthonys on the paper, but because M come before S, the Anthony whose surname begin with M will come before the Anthony whose surname begin with S. All right? So at this time, you're either going to swear, and if you swear, you must use the Bible bylaw. And if you do not want to swear, you affirm, and then you don't have to use the Bible. So when you get up here, you indicate to me either you're going to swear or you're going to affirm. If you're going to swear, the Bible is very much present. So, in order, alphabetical order, the first counselor is Counselor for the Rosal Division, Anthony Murray.
I, Anthony St. Aubin Murray, solemnly affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duty as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of St. James.
Okay. Next, Anthony Swaby, Councillor for the Maroon Town Division. Place one hand on the Bible and read that you swear. So the word affirm you will not read everything else. Okay? You understand? Yes.
Good afternoon. All protocols observed. I, Anthony Swaby, solemnly swear that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duty as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of St. James. I thank you.
Next, Arthur Lynch, Montego Bay Southeast. If you are going to swear, you put your hand up. If you are going to affirm, so you leave whichever one. How are you going to do? I'm going to affirm. You're going to affirm. So leave the word out. Swear and just read from the script. Talk about it.
I, Arthur Lynch, affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duty as a councillor of the St. James Municipal Corporation.
Charles Sinclair, Montego Bay Northeast. How are you doing, sir? Welcome. Are you going to affirm or swear? You're going to swear. So, okay. So the Bible is here. And you leave, and I know you will leave out the word affirm and you read verbatim.
I, Charles Sinclair, solemnly swear that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duty as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of St. James.
Damian Brown, Montego Bay West.
I, Damian Brown, solemnly swear that I will do the best of my ability to do my duty as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of St. James.
Daniel Allen Thompson. One educated, as an educator, make it easy. You just leave out the word affirm and hold the Bible.
That's right. I, Donia Allen Thompson, solemnly swear that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duty as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of St. James. Thank you.
Dwight Crawford, Spring Garden. Bible in this hand.
I, Dwight Debo Crawford, solemnly swear that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duty as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of St. James.
Gregory Harris, Salt Spring Division. So you don't have to use the Bible, you're affirming. So you leave out the word swear and read everything as is. You leave out the word swear because you're affirming. So I affirm. I, Gregory Harris, affirm. And then you read everything as is.
I, Gregory Anthony Harris, do affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duties as councillor of the Municipal Corporation of St. James.
Javin Baker, Cambridge.
Mr. Baker, how are you, sir? Well, sir. All right. Do you have swear or affirm? Are you going to be swearing or affirming today? Sure. You're going to be swearing. All right, so Bible in this hand, and then you read everything else except affirm. So I, Javin, solemnly swear that I will.
I, Javin Baker, solemnly swear that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duty as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of St. James.
Joshua Cummins, Montego Bay Central.
I, Joshua Cummins, affirm that I will do the best of my ability, do my duty as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of St. James. Thank you.
Kenroy Gordon Catadupa.
Good afternoon. I, Kenroy Gordon, solemnly swear that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duty as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of St. James.
Kerry Thomas, Mount Salem.
I, Kerry O'Keefe St. Paul Thomas, do solemnly affirm that I will do, to the best of my ability, do my duties as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of St. James.
Martin Kelly, welcome all.
Good afternoon. I, Martin O'Keefe Kellier, solemnly swear that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duty as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of St. James.
Michael Allen Somerton.
Good afternoon. I, Michael Allen, solemnly affirm that I will do the best of my ability, do my duty as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of St. James. Thank you.
Michael Troop Granville.
Leave out their frame, right? Yeah, leave out their frame. Good afternoon. I, Michael Troop, solemnly swear that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duty as councillor for the Grand Division of the Municipal Corporation of St. James for the 6th time.
Richard Vernon, Montego Bay South.
Good afternoon. I, Richard Anthony Vernon, solemnly swear that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duty as councillor for the Municipal Corporation of St. James. So help me God.
Yuval Graham, Springmount.
Good afternoon. I, Yuval Graham, solemnly affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duty as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of St. James. Could you give the councillors a big round of applause, please? And I will be signing the document momentarily. But we are moving on to a very exciting part. I know it's very exciting for you. And that part is election of chairman of the St. James Municipal Corporation and mayor of the city of Montego Bay. All right. So I know all from different academia is in the house. But today, we are using the ROPA, the Representation of the People's Act. So I know that the councillors probably would even discuss among themselves who it is that they want to be mayor. But we are going to have a vote, a secret ballot vote. And it's not going to be too secret because you're going to vote. I'm going to give you the name. I'm going to call back each councillor and your two papers, one with the names of all the councillors and your ballot. You're going to write the name of the person, deposit in the ballot, and I like to count ballots. Yes, I love to count ballots. And Mr. Sinclair is indicating to me, he knows I love to count ballots. All right, and he's saying there is no need, but we are going to do that, and we're going to get it over quickly. So, yeah, yes. No, I know. Yes, sir. Yes. All right. All right. We can suspend that standing order. So, the floor is now open for nomination for mayor of the city of Montego Bay. Mr. Sinclair, rise. Yes, Mr. Sinclair. Good afternoon. All right. Are there any more nomination? Yes, Mr. Troop. Very good. And I like that. Bipartisan. Is there any nomination? Any more nomination? Any more nomination? Nomination is closed. So, nomination is closed. Mr. Richard Vernon is now officially the mayor-elect for Montego Bay.
It is my great pleasure to present Mr. Richard Vernon with this gravel as symbol of authority to his office. He will use it if he has to use it. It's the symbol of his authority. And I know the media would want to get a perfect picture, so I'm going to be there so you can have it. I'm handing it over to him now. You may be seated because at this time we are going to have the robing of the mayor. So, at this time, put your hands together for the mayor of Montego Bay. He will now officially take his seat. All right, councillors, you can be seated. And because the man of the moment is now seated in his chair as the principal returning officer, all power is handed over to the mayor. And therefore, the election or the selection of the deputy mayor rests with the mayor. I thank you for your time and your patience. Mr. Mayor, over to you now.
Thank you kindly, Mr. Returning Officer and Chairman. Bishop, the Honorable Conrad Pitkin, Custos of St. James. Honorable Marlene Malawi Ford, Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs. Outgoing Mayor Leroy Williams. Honorable Godfrey Dyer, Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Lysite, SSP Ellis, CEO of the St. James Municipal Corporation, Ms. Nadia Crosskill, and let me also mention our Member of Parliament and Deputy Speaker of the House, Mr. HEREBY Clark. President of the Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Oral Heaven. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. As your newly elected mayor, my first duty is to open nomination for the election of deputy mayor. Of course, the deputy is essential. And at this point in time, I'm going to ask if there are any nominations. Is there a seconder?
Your Worship, the Mayor, I hereby second the nomination.
Councillor Crawford from the Spring Gardens Division has been nominated. Are there any other nominations? 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 All right, there be no other nomination. Councillor Crawford, you are duly elected as Deputy Mayor. Thank you, and congratulations, Councillor Crawford. I know that he will be a very, very good support as Deputy Mayor and in assisting with the leadership of this council and by extension, this municipality. We will continue with the program with a few presentations, starting with Bishop the Honorable Conrad Pitkin, Custos of St. James. Please make him feel welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. His Worship, the Mayor of Montego Bay, Councillor Richard Vernon, the Honorable Marlene Malawi Ford, Minister, and the Honorable HEREBY Clark, Member of Parliament and Deputy Speaker of the House of Parliament, outgoing Mayor Leroy Williams and Mrs. Williams, Miss Nadia Crosskill, CEO of the St. James Municipal Corporation, Deputy Mayor Mr. Crawford, other newly elected councillors, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My sincerest congratulations to all the councillors elected or re-elected to the St. James Municipal Corporation on Monday, February 26th, 2024, in the recent local government elections. And a special congratulations to our incoming Mayor, Richard Vernon. I stand correctly, but Councillor Vernon is the youngest councillor to ever be elected to the municipality as mayor of the city. And I believe, sir, the youngest councillor in Jamaica. Could you put your hands together? I look forward to the continued collaboration between your office and the office of the custos. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm cognizant that it was not easy to come to this position. And it was indeed a challenge to win your division. And for that reason, savor for a while this affirmation of esteem that the communities hold of you. Therefore, the office of the custos of St. James appreciate your hard work and commitment to serving the citizens of St. James. Councillors, with your background and experiences in politics, I know you will continue to be a positive contributor to the municipal governance of this parish and the city. Henceforth, I look forward to seeing a united and stronger administration that will cater to the needs of our citizens in St. James. I was impressed when Councillor Troop stood to second the motion for Councillor Vernon. It speaks volume to the cadre of men and women elected to lead this parish in the next season. Thank you, sir. I can't wait to see all the great changes that you will bring to the communities that you will serve. The citizens of your constituency have great expectations of each of you. Your positive vision for our parish and city is something that my office will support. Please remember to stay humble because you are a public servant and a servant leader. The Chief Returning Officer reminds you that you're called to serve, and don't ever forget that. Be wary of assuming that you have the will of all the people. Some people may have spoken, but not all of our most vulnerable citizens. And it is too small a percentage for you to claim a mandate. Just understand that you're given a task to do, and you're expected to do it with full commitment and understanding that you're not anybody's boss, but you're everybody's servant. For those who are not elected, thank you for being one of the candidates in the political process. Now it's time to learn, figure out how to make it right. And if you will launch yourself again, we trust you'll understand. I thank you for your continued efforts in bringing your community together and making it a better place for us all. Ladies and gentlemen, I would be very remiss if I did not recognize the sterling service given by our outgoing mayor, former councillor, Leroy Williams. Please put your hands together in recognizing his hard work. Truly a servant of the people. Sir, you have left an example of humility and grace, strong commitment to nation building and transformational leadership. You must be a proud man today to see your young protege walking into and sitting in that chair. Thank you. As a pastor, we often speak of Andrew, Simon Peter's brother. He was the one that brought Simon Peter to Christ. And on the day of Pentecost, when Peter preached, and over 3,000 got saved, and the church began, I imagined how he pat himself on his shoulder and pointed, I brought you to Christ. Today you can say you are part of the molding of this young man. And I'm confident that you will continue to offer mentorship to your successor who would have been observing your leadership style while being your deputy. I pledge the continuation of a close cooperation and an excellent relationship between the office of the municipal corporation, the mayor, and the office of the custos. May you all continue to positively serve the communities to which you're called to serve. And may God bless you, and God bless Jamaica, land we love. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Costas. Now we will have greetings by Honorable Marlene Malawu Fort, followed by the Deputy Speaker of the House, Mr. HEREBY Clark.
Your Worship, Councillor Richard Vernon, Mayor, Honorable Costas Rotulorum, my colleague HEREBY Clark, the distinguished gentlemen and single lady of the St. James Municipal Corporation, other distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It gives me great pleasure to participate and to personally congratulate each of the local government representatives on this occasion of the taking and subscribing to the oath of office and the selection of chairman and vice chairman of the corporation. I want to especially congratulate the new mayor and the new deputy mayor, my councillor, Councillor Dwight Crawford of the Spring Garden Division of the St. James West Central constituency. I also want to recognize my other councillors of St. James, Councillor Troop and Councillor Thomas. You will understand if I single out the single woman in the room, Councillor Donja Thompson, and to say how very pleased I am that there is a woman in the midst. I was hoping for another one, but such is life. I also join in thanking the outgoing mayor for his service, and I do agree, Costas, that our outgoing mayor has left a good example of humility in office. He has served us well. We thank him. All the candidates who participated in the local government election, I want to recognize you and recognize your efforts and to say, don't lose hope. You never lose in serving the people. Your election, councillors, to this high office is indeed a duty to the people, as the principal returning officer of the EOJ said earlier. From where I sit, I want to encourage you to take time to familiarize yourself with the laws that govern local government. Local government touches and concerns the people in a very special way, and it is important that people are better served going forward. Coming out of the elections, as all of us interacted with the people, we heard their concerns, we heard their cries, we heard their commendation, and more importantly, we heard their demand for better service from government. People are demanding better roads, and we know we have various road authorities, which makes it a little difficult sometimes. We have the Toll Road Authority, which deals with the toll roads. We have the National Works Agency, which deals with the main roads. We have the Municipal Corporation, which deals with the community roads. And we have the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, which deals with the agriculture roads. I think sooner than later, we will have to look at a more effective way and a more effective system to manage the road network, to ensure that roads are not passing between authorities and left attended for too long. It is good news for the people that the management of the economy of Jamaica and the larger macro framework has allowed us to finally have resources to address the roads and other infrastructure. We also know coming out of the elections that the collection of garbage and the management of solid waste is of critical importance to the people. And this is a matter that is in local government, and the people are demanding better service. Of course, much is said about approvals and the overall planning and development and the inspection that is done at various phases of developments and other construction. It is critically important that all interests are managed and balanced to ensure that all of our people are well served. St. James is experiencing development that could be described to a boom, perhaps a testament of the confidence in the management of the economy and the overall climate for investment. The corporation will be put to test in many ways. And I think every one of you will be under heightened scrutiny. So I will close by just telling you, if you did not know, and reminding you, if you did know, that the framework for local government is now set out in the Constitution of Jamaica. at part 4 of chapter 5. It's a section which deals with constituencies and local government. Each parish is divided into a constituency, and each constituency is divided into electoral divisions represented by an elected councillor. The Constitution sets out broadly the purpose of local government, and among the purposes is to encourage and assist the effective participation of local communities in the affairs of local government. So the responsibility is not just on the elected representatives. Local communities also have a responsibility. It's also to give local authorities the ability to provide local public services and facilities and to carry out other related activities for the benefit of local communities and the wider public. To provide the ability to perform such regulatory functions as may be conferred on the local authorities by law, and to facilitate the management, improvement, and development of resources of local authorities. The local authorities do not exist in a vacuum. We will have to continue to collaborate between local government and central government, between you as councillors and the members of parliament, because the Constitution provides for the parliament to make laws for the local authorities to generate and spend their own revenue, for assigning functions between the various tiers of government, relating to the manner in which local authorities are constituted and the nature and extent of their functions. We know that there is the Local Governance Act, a new act. You will have no excuse but to familiarize yourself. The ministry that I have the privilege to lead is committing to make available to each municipal corporation, beginning of course with the St. James Municipal Corporation, important bits of information on critical aspects of the law that you must know as you carry out your duties. Ladies and gentlemen, I am really delighted to be here. I believe that the choice of mayor and deputy mayor is excellent, and I look forward to continuing to working with the municipal corporation from my seat in central government, and also to continue to serve the people of St. James well, beginning with my own constituents. I know there are many, many concerns, but there is so much to be thankful for. And we, the members of the Jamaica Labour Party, who have benefited from your vote of confidence, do not take it lightly. And just in case anyone may think that mentioning the party may be partisan, it is not so. It is a political party that campaigns to form local government and to form central government. Our political parties are important institutions, and the Jamaica Labour Party understands that St. James in general honors the work of the Jamaica Labour Party, and we thank you for your support, and we look forward to serving you well and faithfully. Good afternoon.
Who else can be as proud as I am? I just want to break protocol a little.
The goodly reverend spoke of a story in the Bible. I remember clearly sitting on the steps of Foreigners Fun Park. When I said to Foreigner Richard Vernon Sr., I have heard of a youngster who is your son. We need him. He said to me, Uri, you can't manage my boy. God bless his soul. May he continue to rest in eternal peace. Because if he was here today, he would be a very, very proud father. Costas, my very, very dear friend and brother. My colleague, the Honorable Marlene Marlahu Fort. Outgoing Mayor, Leroy, we have spent many days in council. Distinguished guests, well-wishers, members of the public, staff members of the Municipal Corporation of St. James, good afternoon. It is with great pleasure and pride that I stand before you this day to extend my warmest greetings and congratulations to those 17 councillors who have either regained their seats and those who will be making their maiden journey into the annals of local governance. Your victory is a testament to your dedication, hard work, and unwavering commitment to serving the people of your various communities. As representatives of the people, you bear a profound responsibility to uphold the values of democracy, integrity, and transparency. For those who are re-elected, you are reaffirmed the trust and confidence the citizens of our municipality have placed in you. I have no doubt that you will continue to work tirelessly to fulfill their expectation and aspiration. In these challenging times, as we navigate through unprecedented global crisis and local challenges, your leadership and vision are more crucial than ever. Your ability to collaborate, innovate, and to find solutions to complex issues will be instrumental in shaping the future of our municipality and improving the lives of all its residents. I commend each and every one of you for your resilient determination and dedication throughout the election campaign. Your passion for public service and your unwavering commitment to the betterment of our community serves as an inspiration to all of us. Whilst I'll give a heartfelt applaud to all those who have been victorious at the poll, please forgive me if I should now single out those who have reclaimed the majority of the seat in St. James Municipal Corporation. This triumph is not just a testament to our hard work and dedication, but also a reformation to the trust and confidence the people of this parish and our city of Montego Bay have placed in us. To the voters who have placed their faith in you, all once again, and in some instances for the very first time,
I offer my sincere gratitude. Your support is a driving force behind our effort to create positive change and improve the lives of all the residents in this parish. Councillors, you must commit to fulfill the promises you made during the campaign, and to serve the people with integrity, transparency, accountability, and most important, humility. Councillors, as you have taken the oath once again, I urge you to remain steadfast in your commitment to the principles of good governance and to always prioritize the interests of the people that you serve. Let us work together across party lines and the differences to build a municipality that is inclusive, prosperous, and equitable for all. Congratulations once again on your well-deserved victory. May you continue to serve with distinction, honor, guided by the values of integrity, accountability, and compassion. Thank you.
Thank you, members of Parliament, Marlene Mallow Fort and HEREBY Clark. Now it is time for the Mayor's official address. Earlier, I established the protocol that we're abiding by, but I must also recognize 4 generations of my family that is joining us this afternoon. I ask you to stand. My grandfather, grandmother, mother, children. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Today, we are witnessing 77 years of local government elections and the power transition from mayor to mayor and from one council to the next. Still, more importantly, it is the continuous transfer of power to the people and the communities from one generation to the other. It is a meticulous process of state reproduction and an expression of one form of freedom, the raison d'etre of the people, or people, after being tried here in this very room for many years. However, while we embrace the democratic process, which has stayed true to form, the collective management of social responsibility questions our national pledge and topples other forms of freedom. For example, to what extent do we pledge the love and loyalty of our hearts to the development of Montego Bay? How much of our wisdom and courage is invested in our progress as a municipality? Do we still believe in brotherhood and peace, generosity and honesty? How much of ourselves are we giving to ensure that our children's air will be clean, their reefs will be beautiful, their communities will be peaceful, and their future secured? How much of ourselves are we giving to ensure St. James continues to increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity? These are the questions of sustainability and freedom. The truth is that unfreedom in any area of our development threatens freedom in every area of our development. In other words, a child living at Railway Lane who lacks freedom of access to education threatens our freedom to create an economic enhancing environment. Quality is not a prescription or automatic process regarding the interrelationship of the dimensions of development. All areas must be regarded equally for the best state of balance within our society. Therefore, the mission of a more prosperous future is one of partnership, collectivism, and equal rights and justice. So whether your bed is at Highlands or Falkland, we will apply municipal laws to effect a balance within our society that yields shared satisfaction. To this end, my colleagues and by extension the citizens of this municipality have entrusted me with this fine robe and a chain filled with stories of the great men of this city who contributed uniquely to its transformation. Thanks to our immediate past mayor, Leroy Williams, the gentle giant, for over 20 years of commitment and dedication. This robe and chain represents a profound responsibility to lead the mission for a prosperous future for St. James and the city of Montego Bay. I humbly accept this challenge, and I challenge my council that at the end of our tenure, the mission will represent demonstrable vistas. A sustainable city must support a prosperous future. Any city needs a plan. As such, this administration will ensure that the work on our local sustainable development plan begins by the start of the 2024-2025 fiscal year. This plan will define our shared ambitions and present the pathway for local economic development, social enhancement, infrastructural improvement, environmental protection, good governance, and technological integration. Over the past 7 years, we have commenced projects and programs that will give the plan more reason and tenacity. For instance, the construction of the Barnett Street Fire Station, along with improved utility vehicles and gear. This has significantly enhanced our safety as a municipality. Today, our local authority can respond to emergencies and disasters in ways we could not have before. Effectively, we have enhanced and advanced social development. Other areas of social development involved the allocation of over 9,000 educational grants to improve access to education, especially at the primary level. The Youth Summer Employment Program supported this effort, guaranteeing over 1,500 jobs and capacity development and aiding back to school annually. We built out an impactful human services program, which safeguarded scores of youngsters from being high school dropouts. We have manifested doctors, lawyers, teachers in the last 5 years. Against this background, we intend to improve support for this endeavor by committing a portion of the Mayor's Charity Fund to sponsor full scholarships for at least 2 students annually. We will sustain and advance these gains because we are committed to building our people. Therefore, this administration will be pushing for our first transitional center in Montego Bay. Montego Bay serves as the economic hub for the western belt of Jamaica. The influx of inhabitants pulled to the center for opportunities and relief often includes homeless drug addicts and the mentally challenged. This administration is not in the business of facilitating a rising number of homeless cases, which currently stands at approximately 300. We will be working to reduce this homeless population via a transitional process. In this case, a transitional center will be pivotal to rehabilitating homelessness and homeless persons facing unique challenges. In addition to the center, we will employ technological methods to monitor the homeless population, to understand the challenges and support needs assessment for homeless programs. We intend to reintegrate approximately 100 of these persons over the next 4 years. In facilitating a balance in our society, we will continue to build out our LEAP initiative. LEAP stands for Local Economic Enhancement Program. This program was conceived from a need for results-based management at the local level. As such, it embellishes a robust data collection mechanism used to monitor businesses. For example, at the start of the program, the Tax Administration of Jamaica furnished a list of approximately 1,000 businesses across the parish, and midway through the program implementation, we recorded over 6,000 businesses. This data is necessary for spatial planning and municipal management. Similarly, we will champion a new approach to street vending. Effective immediately, our anti-vending program will be replaced by a MSME improvement unit, micro, small, and medium enterprises. That unit will conduct research into street vending to provide practical solutions in the midterm. This approach reinforces our belief that vending is a real income option and a viable livelihood that must not be marginalized, but properly organized and managed. As such, we have commenced data collection on over 500 vendors thus far. These findings will guide us in rebuilding the old shoe market, or the old shoe arcade rather, and inform the prerequisite for successful development and implementing the Safe Food Program. We conducted 3 consultations with over 200 vendors in each session in the last 4 months, and we are currently exploring options to fund the redevelopment of the arcade. This development will provide capacity for 200 vendors. We're also open to closing non-critical streets to establish local economic districts. These approaches could provide significant improved maneuvering of street vending. The new unit will investigate these possibilities over the next 6 months while maintaining the established enforcement program in the interim. We have also planned for the larger businesses. In addition to significant infrastructural improvement on the horizon for Jimmy, we have commenced consultation to declare the Strip a business improvement district. This classification will facilitate heightened management of the space and an improved experience all around. Needless to say, we intend to establish several districts in strategic zones to improve city management. This move will juxtapose our plans to designate, with the aid of the central government, our first entertainment zone to boost the entertainment sector in Montego Bay. Additionally, we are well aware of the demands of our construction industry and its potential to expand employment freedoms during and after construction. Going forward, our prerogative will be to ensure that building approval processes realize a greater turnaround time and efficiency while we improve monitoring for compliance and safety, environmental protection, and community participation. The success rate of turnaround in 3 months is currently 60%. Considering nuances, we will be pushing for 80% over the next 12 months. In the face of our plausible achievements and ambitious plans, we have many essential things to address in the thrust to realize a more prosperous future. Therefore, the local authority will require more dynamic and pragmatic governance, and citizen participation will be crucial to our endeavors. To this end, we will revitalize our local public accounts committee to enhance transparency and accountability. We will add more members of civil society, including the Council for Persons with Disabilities, to our council committees. This expansion will bring more inclusiveness to development orders and planning approvals. We will revise regulations and conceptualize new ones to enable municipal management. We will facilitate more significant levels of participation through biannual town hall meetings and bi-monthly community meetings which will feature the presentation of our annual municipal budget. So we will be taking the budget to the people. The baseline of local government is to forge greater partnerships with the citizenry and provide an outlet for you to realize your social responsibility in self-governance. We are committed to strengthening this feature of our democracy. Our governance will be informed by the broken window theory. I see SSP looking at me. On that note, civil order or disorder and unabated infractions can potentially breed serious crimes that threaten the core locomotive of our already vulnerable city. We must have public order, particularly within the city limits. That will be specified within 6 months. Therefore, we will implement the technical working group to counter breaches and disorder across the municipality. This approach entails joined-up governance in addressing the myriad of challenges. The critical thing about joined-up governance is that it allows the technical working group to embody a single set of goals, aims, and objectives across all ministry agencies and departments, as opposed to the haphazard arrangement of enforcement that is currently obtained. A vital feature of our governance will be how we respond to climate change and the environment, knowing that if we fail to act, more freedoms will be toppled. As the earth gets warmer, storm surges grow more aggressive, earthquakes become more frequent, and the flooding and hurricane become more catastrophic. We will not sit by and pretend climate change is not a genuine concern. We will accelerate climate action. As such, we will commence our disaster management and evacuation plans for Montego Bay and our municipality by the end of 2024 and facilitate youth-led climate projects. Our environmental project will realize the installation of over 1,000 solar street lamps across the municipality by 2026 to reduce carbon impacts and continue the journey towards a greener city and municipality. This will require stronger partnerships with JPS, and we will pursue this. To realize a cleaner city, we will coordinate more closely the functions of the St. James Health Services, NSWMA, TPDCO, TEF, NEPA, and the Municipal Corporation. Effective April of this year, we will establish a roving team to monitor infrastructure and clean drains, verges, and streets across the city. Only partnerships can magnify the dignity of our space. Our city is growing at a pace that requires a renewed infrastructural investment. We have started rebuilding and rehabilitating many drainage networks and hundreds of roads, but more needs to be done. As such, we will conduct a parochial drainage study to ascertain infrastructural improvement costs for funding and intensify quality control of our roadways and the work done to provide more outstanding durability and value. Furthermore, we will monitor the infrastructure to meet the requirements of people with disabilities and enhance city navigation via improved signage and signals. Transportation needs to be reorganized within the city limits. As such, we will escalate our calls to the Ministry of Transport and actively engage the Minister in building a state-of-the-art transportation center for Montego Bay. Other important infrastructure on our 2-year radar include a parking plaza to improve parking capacity, the rehabilitation of Charles Garden Market to restore dignity to the market district, and the Catherine Hall Stadium as we push for the return of the Western Relays and build out the complex to realize its multidisciplinary purpose. As we shape a more prosperous future and expand our freedoms, we must activate results-based programs across all dimensions of development. We will require support from Freeport boardrooms to the offices, the small offices at the craft market. We will require participation from the residents in the mountains of Niagara to the hills of Greenwood. Whether you sell on the stock market or at the shoe arcade, whether you are orange, green, or indifferent, your participation, inclusion, and commitment to this shared future will be invaluable. We must work together to make our city and municipality the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business. Our previous administration has done much. This one is committed to doing even more. We will not, and we are not, oblivious of the challenges ahead of us. They are real. They will not be easily solved or overcome quickly. But know this, together we will get things done. We entirely appreciate the power of partnerships. Partnerships will define the performance of this new dispensation and will be the key to our ambitions and plan as a city and as a municipality. Thank you very much, and may God bless you, and may God bless Montego Bay, St. James, and Jamaica, land we love. Thank you. I will now ask my able deputy to move the vote of thanks for this function.
Mr. Mayor, this is the deputy speaking. I've been charged with the responsibility of giving the vote of thanks here today. I must thank our friends from the media who have done great work with us previously and helped us to be where we are today. Our special guests from the business community, our workers, our supporters who have placed us here today, thank you. It would be remiss of me to not recognize and give special thanks to our outgoing mayor, Mr. Leroy Williams. I wish you all the best, Mayor. And the next page you turn over, I pray that it flourishes and all your dreams come true. Please permit me, ladies and gentlemen, to recognize a very special person here today. My wife, Rosina Crawford. She's here somewhere. Where is she? Please stand. Recognize her. She's so understanding. She's very understanding. When I come in 3 o'clock after the celebration, she won't have a problem. Right on? All right, you see it? I must also thank my team, Team JLP, for the hard work in making us form the majority here at the St. James Municipal Corporation. And I must also thank our opponents for forming the minority at the St. James Municipal Corporation. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. They say a good leader is not one who just knows how to lead, but one that knows when to support. Mr. Mayor, you have my support. Montego Bay, look out. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you leave here today, you share this word with the rest of the nation. Share it with Kingston. Share it with Westmoreland. Share it all around. The city of Montego Bay is in good hands. And we shall make Montego Bay great again. God bless you. God bless Montego Bay.
Are there any new business? Are there any new business? Are there any new business? There being no new business, this meeting is now terminated. Thank you very much.